So, good evening. Good evening. We are back again. This time it is to preview the Maupay derby. Maupay, you're a cheat, and I hope Brighton get relegated. It's all about Neil Maupay. Who knew? This is where Arsenal are at as a football club. It is now the Maupay derby. And we've got to get revenge for Patrick Vieira. We have to get revenge for Leno. The same Leno that wants to leave the club because he doesn't want to compete for his spot. The same Leno that got injured by Neil Maupay that ended up with Emi Martinez being in goal and helping us towards winning an FA Cup and then selling him for about 8 times more than he was worth before he got into the starting 11. That Neil Maupay, the same Neil Maupay that Guendouzi grabbed hold of and ended up leaving the football club over a few months later, really, because that's what all started it. The same Guendouzi most of our fan base don't like. So, if anything, Neil Maupay statue incoming. I don't get the hate. I don't get it. But Arsenal fans love to have a story, don't they? They love to have a scapegoat for not being able to be any good. So it's not Arsenal's fault. It's not Arteta's fault. It's not the players' fault. It's either Stan Kroenke or it's a player of a team that's 20 million times smaller than our club. Yes, it's Neil Maupay's fault. It's all his fault. So yes, we've got to go to the Amex tomorrow and we have to rub his face in the dirt like a naughty, naughty puppy that has pooed on the new carpet. You smear their face in it and say, naughty, how dare you? I swear, this football club, man. This football club. Big up to everyone watching live. Listen, make sure you stick a like on the video. The like ratio was an absolute shambles before I started this. Absolute disgrace. You're a disgrace, and I hope you all get relegated. It's mad. It is actually mad. Big up my boy Northside, man. Hope you're good, man. Bro, you bring that energy every time I see you, man. Like you're on the hype one all the time. Keep spitting, man. Keep spitting them facts. So yeah, big up to you, my guy. I hope you're well, man. And no more excuses, Arteta. Spurs performance from now on. He better beat Brighton. Well, listen, I've spoken to my brother, Graham Potter. He's ready. He knows what he's got to do. They could potentially leapfrog a few teams over the weekend. If results go the right way for them, they could potentially be top, I think. I'm going to double check that, but I think they could potentially go top, which is kind of mad. Where are they in the table? There they are. So, yeah, they could go top if Man City and Liverpool draw. They beat us, and Man United and Everton draw. Chelsea, I don't know who Chelsea are playing, but if they don't manage to win, yeah, Brighton could be top with a win. That's kind of mad. They've only lost 1 game this season. They have a +3 goal difference compared to our -5. We've conceded 10. They have only conceded 5 in 6 games. They've scored 8, and that is 3 more than Arsenal. And last season, I think they were top 4 on chance creation. I think they were 19th on chances converted, which kind of tells you if they had some better strikers up front, they would be a quality outfit because they know what they're doing. They've got a style of play. They take the game to most teams. They play with a quick tempo. They play out wide. They get crosses in the box. They play with quick 1-2s. Their strikers are not great. Neil Maupay is not a great striker. His goal was great the other night against Palace. What a finish. Danny Welbeck, I believe, is injured. I think Basuma's injured as well, but I am going to check that as we speak. While I'm getting the website up, make sure you smack the likes up, everyone. Let's have a look at this stats and preview video. Here we go. Right. Okay. Right. So on Arsenal's website, it says after a 5-game unbeaten run in the Premier League against us, 1-3 drawn 2, Brighton lost home and away to us last season. We're just the 3rd side to score in Premier League history. We're just the 3rd side. Sorry, we're just the 3rd side in Premier League history to lose our opening 3 fixtures and then win the next 3 after Wimbledon in 96-97 and West Brom in 02-03. Kind of mad. We are looking to win back-to-back away league games against Brighton for the first time since 1981. Shit's that. They haven't been in the top flight for all of that time. Why do they put these stats up? Sounds good on paper. How many times have we played them in the top flight since 1981? Probably not a lot. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has scored 5 goals in his last 5 appearances, more than he had in his previous 17, where he had scored 4. Abba is back. Let's continue. Our last 8 Premier League goals against Brighton have been netted by just 3 players. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has scored 3. Nicola Pepe has scored 3. The same Nicola Pepe that our fans don't rate. And Alex Lacazette has bagged 2. For anyone who cares who the ref is tomorrow, it's John Moss. Obviously, Arsenal fans will, because they're infatuated with who the refs are. Head-to-head competition in all competitions. See, this is how that stat previously is complete rubbish. Head-to-head in all competitions, 23 times we faced each other. Okay, so why put that stat up about 1981? Like, that's 40 years ago, mate. It's over 40 years. It was April 81. So, come on, seriously. What's that all about? What's that all about? So, yes, we have won 14, drawn 4, lost 5. We're going to be in our nice yellow kit tomorrow. They're in their blue and white. And what else we got here? Here we go. The opposition. For all their impressive possession play, Brighton have primarily been a threat from 2 other sources of chances this season. They have been dominant at set pieces, whilst they have also performed well at stealing the ball high up the pitch and shooting quickly, as for Maupay's fine finish against Watford. There you go. Danger man, according to Arsenal website, is Neil Maupay. Oh dear, he's had some eventful games against Arsenal over the past couple of years, and he has started the campaign in fine goal-scoring form. The last season, Maupay continually found himself in goal-scoring positions before snatching at chances, but so far this season, he has been deadly in front of goal. Granit Xhaka is out with a knee. According to Arsenal website, only Webster is missing with a hamstring. I'd imagine, if I'm honest, that that Welbeck and Basuma will make it. How long for? I'm not sure, but I do think they will. I'd say Graham Potter changed a little bit their way of playing, and they've been getting good results, and they have been very consistent in the way that they play. And yeah, obviously Ben White up against his old team as well. So yeah, I'm not sure whether this is going to be a walk in the park or not. Listen, it's Arsenal Football Club. It's very rarely do we see games like the weekend against Tottenham. So yeah, it's kind of hard to sit here and predict that we're going to go there, we're going to take them apart, and we're going to slap them, we're going to beat them 5-0. It's kind of hard to do that. When was the last time we did that before Tottenham? So I don't know, man. They have been playing slightly different. They have been pressing higher up the pitch, which, listen, something that a lot more teams are trying to do. They're trying to suffocate teams on the edge of their box or in the final third of the pitch, push up, swarm the players, nick the ball, and then all of a sudden you've got overloads left, right, and centre. And that's what they've kind of done this season, and it's working. You know, they're not sat in the table up in 6th with literally 1 loss, 1 draw, and 4 wins, 13 points. They're not sat there by chance. Like, do you know what I mean? They're there because they're a good team, and they drew with Palace. Obviously, they didn't play great in that game. They beat Leicester. They've beaten Brentford, something we couldn't do at Brentford. They lost to Everton, their only loss this season. They beat Watford, and they have beaten Burnley. So they haven't exactly played big teams yet, but that's irrelevant. They're beating teams that we probably all would have said would be in and around them this season, barring Leicester and Everton. So all the other teams they've beaten, they've been beating teams that were kind of around them or promoted from last season. So they're wins that you'd say are big wins for them. As for us, we're so Jekyll and Hyde, it is mad. Like, we lose 3 games straight. Everyone wants the owner out. Everyone wants the manager out. We then go and beat 3 crap teams, and all of a sudden we're amazing again. And the manager, oh, I can see what he's trying to do. I jumped in too soon. I shouldn't have said Arteta out. What you mean is you posted on your socials, I've had enough of the manager, and then all of a sudden we've won 3 in a row. So now everyone's hyped about the manager. So you've gone back in again. Mate, just actually say what you think, mate. Like, I don't get it. Maupay in our minds rent-free. This is how far we've fallen, for fuck's sake. we should be thrashing them, honestly. I totally agree, mate. But that's why I'm taking the mick with it, with the title. Yeah, it is the Maupay derby. All of the talk is going to be about Maupay. Sky Sports are going to big it up, all about Maupay. They'll be showing the clip with Gendouzi and Leno and all of that. You know what they're like. Sky love a bit of drama, and it's going to be built up as the Maupay game, isn't it? You know, our players are going to be probably extra motivated, which is in a way a good thing, but in a way it could also be a bad thing, because they could do stupid things in this game if they want to try and prove a point to Maupay. Don't be surprised if we see a red card. It'd be mad. It'd be absolutely mad. Big up for the donation, my guy. Thank you. Yes, Tommy Gun the likes. Do it now. Big up to you, Neftali. Hope you're well, man. Hope you're good. Big up Static as well. Big up Lee. How many XE expected errors? Is that actually a thing, or have you made that up? It wouldn't surprise me if that's a thing. XE expected errors. I've got XB expected beers drank through the game tomorrow. Cheers, guys. At least it's a nice evening kickoff. 1 second. I need to check to see if the Eubank Junior fight's on DAZN, because if it is, I'm going to do a watch along tomorrow. If it's not, then I can't be bothered to go and look for a stream for it, because that'd just be long and I'll be behind. So I'd rather be in sync. So let me see if they're showing it tomorrow. Let me have a little look. Schedule. Pepper the likes, people. Right, here we go. Saturday. All the football's there. And then I don't think it is, you know. I don't think it is. So yeah, Brighton Arsenal. Then MotoGP. I don't think it's on. I don't think it's on. I'll have to double check it properly when I come off of this, but it don't look like they've got it, which is kind of weird because it's on. It's with Matchroom as well. So I'd imagine it probably is, and I'm just not looking properly. So yes, we will find it, and I'll keep you posted during the watch along tomorrow. So yeah, man. Keep pumping these like you lot are slow today, man. Like, come on, what's going on? What's going on here? What's going on? What's going on? But yes, I'm very good, Gracie. I hope you're good. I hope you're good. Rat Army assembling. But listen, the thing is, our fans are going to be sitting there, and listen, I understand that they're happy with beating Tottenham, but at the same time, that result is a foregone conclusion pretty much every season. Maybe not a 3-1 every season, but it is a game that we win pretty much every year at home. So I'm not going to take too much into that. Let's see how we do against Brighton. Obviously, Granit Xhaka's out. It'd be interesting who he puts in. For me, it's got to be Sambi Lokonga. I would not be surprised if it was Mohamed El Neni. So yeah, let's not get too excited, because we know that he loves to put in a few curveballs. Tomiyasu has been superb so far. Let's see how he goes tomorrow against a more attacking team than Norwich and Burnley. That probably not going to be throwing the ball up in the air. They don't tend to do that. It'd be interesting to see whether they play that 6'7" defender running up and down the left back position. What's his name? Dan Burn. Be interesting to see how Tomiyasu does against him if he plays. And yeah, it'd be interesting, man, to see what we do up front. Lacazette can't barely get a game, and Aubameyang's scored a couple of goals this season. So what do we do? Like, him and Lacazette and Pepe have all done well in this fixture over the years. So interesting, man. And we've got to wrap Thomas Partey up in cotton wool, if I'm being completely honest, because if we get him injured, that's that. We're totally back to square one in midfield again. So whether Pepe starts or not tomorrow remains to be seen. After Smith Rowe and Saka's performance the other day, it's hard to drop him, isn't it? I wouldn't be dropping him personally, but I do like Pepe, and he has done well in this fixture as well. So I don't know, man. Yeah, come on. I've got popcorn everywhere, man. I've got popcorn everywhere. Expected beers, come on. I've got about 20 little cans of, not Cruz Campo, because I've done them, but I've got about 20 cans of Hollandesa. So yeah, I'll have a few more of them tonight, and then we'll have them for Saturday for the football and the boxing if I do it, and then Sunday to chill. Tomorrow, I am going out as well, daytime before the game. I don't know where yet, probably to a place called Ronda, although I was looking at Benahavis. So subscribe to Morley Gunner, because that will be in the vlog. The vlog is due out tomorrow, but I ain't doing it tomorrow. Obviously, the game's on at, what, 6:30 my time? So that's done, what, 9 o'clock by the time I get off of that, fan cams and all that. It's going to be touch and go whether I even get to do the watch along for the fight. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. No amount of wins will convince me of Arteta. Consistently good performances would. Well, that's the thing. How many consistently good performances have we had? It's few and far between. It's mad. It's actually mad. Another Muppet Show performance. It wouldn't surprise me. Yes, what is the XEMW? Expected Maupay wind-up. Oh, dear. Arteta out, Brendan Rodgers in. I don't know about Brendan Rodgers. I've always thought he's done all right and then just bottles it when it really matters. Not for me. I don't know, man. I don't know. He'd probably do better for a year or so, and then we'll be back to square one, because he ain't that great. He ain't that great. But yeah, I do think we're going to beat them tomorrow. I do think it's going to be hard work as well, because they are a good team. They will create chances. Danny Welbeck plays. I'd imagine that he'd be in the left-hand side up against Tomiyasu, and that'd be more of a challenge. Even though he's not a fantastic striker, he is going to work up and down that touchline. He is going to press the back line. He is going to run at people. He is going to use his strength and size as well. So if Danny Welbeck does play, I'd expect Tomiyasu to have a harder game than he's had so far. And Son wasn't great against us, but none of their team were great, were they? So it's hard when only one player tries to turn up and the rest don't bother. And Son was probably their best player. Mate, that is funny, man. It's funny. Like, that's why I don't have rivalry with this lot, mate. Yeah, imagine like celebrating a 5-1 against a team that was formed before, wasn't even formed before you won your last trophy. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's apparently our biggest rival. There you go. There you go. I've jarred their fans though. They're all going, no, imagine hyping up when you're not even in the competition. I'd rather not be in the competition, mate. I'd rather not be in it. Come back to me in May the 25th in Tirana when you're lifting the trophy. Otherwise, all you've done is just stat pad against Slovenian plumbers. Now, what's the point? Big up Slovenians in the chat, by the way. I know they're not all plumbers. Shane Duffy is going to score. It wouldn't surprise me at all, my friend. Wouldn't surprise me. Don't Jay Rodriguez play for this lot? They have got some good players, though. They have got some good players. Solly March ain't a bad player. And, yeah, we shall see what happens. Their centre-backs are not bad. They are good on set pieces. That's going to be interesting tomorrow. Upright Yeezy says, Odegaard will be holding with Party tomorrow. Let's hope not. While Pepe, Smith, Rowe and Saka get the nod behind Abba. You might be right, you know. You might actually be right. It might be right. Let's continue. Bambi on ice. Oh dear, Bambi on ice. Wouldn't it be funny if he scored against us tomorrow? Dunkel show Ben White levels. Well, I don't think they're missing Ben White, if I'm being completely honest, mate. I don't think they're missing him one bit. Yes, it's not Jay Rodriguez. It's Adam Lallana. It's Adam Lallana. That's who I meant. Lallana. Lallana. Not Jay Rodriguez. You're right. He is at Burnley. Let's carry on doing some cards. This ain't going to go on for much longer. Maybe 10, 15 minutes, maybe. And big up to Eric, man. Hope you and the wife are well. Is there any merit to these lack of rumours? What rumours, man? I ain't seen any rumours. I ain't seen much today, if I'm honest. I think Lamptey's back. It's interesting because, like I said, on Arsenal's website, it only shows that one player's injured and it ain't any of their main boys. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see if they put him back in. Listen, they've been pretty good this season defensively. Would they change that by putting Lamptey in? Because he's more attacking-minded than defensive-minded, although he can cross a ball. So I don't know. after the back of not playing for so long. I think that's a big risk if they do that. Duffy will expose White and prove who the real 50 million centre-back is. Yeah, it's going to be funny. It's going to be funny. It's going to be funny. Lallana will do 1,000,001 Cruyff terms. Yes, and pull none of them off. 3-1 to Brighton. Potter knows how to beat Arsenal. He did it with Ostersund. I was at the game. That very nearly turned into a disaster class at the Emirates. But we got through and then lost to Atletico Madrid. Another Wenger disaster class in Spain. Trossard is their best player. I do like Trossard. I think he's quality, you know. Trossard's their best attacking player. I think Basuma is probably their best player. But yeah, Trossard's good, man. Very technically good. Can score goals. Works his socks off. Can dribble with the ball. Can pass the ball well. Decent player, man. Decent player. But keep smacking these likes up. I'm going to go and get my my vlog channel off of. I'm going to get the link for that and stick it in the chat. Like I said, for anyone who's joined late, I'm going to see if the Zone have got the Eubank Junior fight on tomorrow. If they have, I'll see if I can do that. Obviously, it's depending on fan cams and player ratings and stuff like that, because the ring walk's going to be around 10 o'clock. So that's 11 o'clock my time. Game finishes my time by the time I've finished about 9 o'clock. Then I've got to do fan cams and player ratings. So I'll have a 2-hour window to get everything done before, if it is on the Zone. So if it's not on the Zone, I'm not going to bother. It's just a lot easier to watch it in real time rather than being behind and everyone in the chat telling me what's happened. Different when it's football. I don't mind when it's football. When it's boxing, it's so quick. I'd rather just watch it in real time. But big up to everyone watching, man. 360 people. Make sure you have put a like on the video. 125 of you have at the minute. So yeah, let me get your thoughts. Put your score predictions in the chat and I'll pin a few. And we'll read out some of the comments as well whilst I pin the vlog channel. There it is. I'll pin that to the top of the comments. Make sure you go and subscribe to that channel. It's nearly on 6.5K, so that's pretty mad considering. Thank you very much. UFC or boxing? I don't really watch UFC, man. It's on at stupid o'clock at night or early hours of the morning. Big up Neftali. Big up to you, my guy. I'm not even going to try and attempt that after I've had a second beer, or I'm on my second beer. 3-1 to Brighton. 2-1 to Brighton. 2-0 Arsenal. We did do the double over them last season. They're going to get a 93rd minute equaliser. Duffy. Arsenal 2-0. 1-0 to the Arsenal. You're missing out. Do you know what? It's just on at such a stupid time in the morning, mate. It's absolutely mad. Like, if it was on at a reasonable hour, I'd probably watch it because I can get it on my app. But it's just stupid o'clock in the morning, man. 2-1 Arsenal and Maupay swipe at Arsenal. 2-1 Arsenal. Desmond 2-2. Maupay own goal 95th minute. Jesus Christ, there'll be another street party set up with the Arsenal fans. 2-0 to Brighton. 2-1 Arsenal. Brighton have got loads of injuries. Well, according to Arsenal's website, it said that they've only got one player out injured, and it's none of their main guys. So let me bring it up again quick. The only player it says on Arsenal's website in terms of injuries for both of us, we've got Xhaka out, and they've got Webster out with a hamstring. So other than that, and that was updated today. That was put on there today. So I'd imagine that they're not as serious as people were saying they are. 1-0 to the Arsenal. Oh dear. That boring Arsenal. 3-2 Arsenal. Come on, keep smacking the likes up, people. 0-0, says Carsten. 3-1 Brighton. A lot of you are going for Brighton win. I'm going to go 2-1 Arsenal. I think we'll win, but it's not going to be easy, man. This lot, we did the double over last season, but I just think this is going to be awkward. It really is. Like I said right at the very beginning of the show, like they're fourth last season in created chances in the Premier League. Right, and if you want to go down about created chances, which I don't particularly like using, because of created chances, I've given you the ball on halfway, you ping it, go straight to the keeper. That's now a created chance. So it's a kind of misrepresentation of how good or bad a team is, or how good or bad a player is. But for them to have had that many and be up there in the top 4 in terms of created chances for such an average team in terms of the size of their club, the money that they spend. And I don't dislike Brighton, by the way. I actually think they're a good football club, and I like their manager. He's obviously my brother, do you know what I'm saying? And they have got a good few players. They were 19th on finishing chances, and that's their problem. If they actually had 2 proper strikers, if they actually had Aubameyang and Lacazette, let's say, even though I don't particularly rate Lacazette, if they had them 2 up front, they probably would have got in Europe last season, because they had Maupay and Danny Welbeck that couldn't finish a wank. Like, let's be real. So if they had them 2 up front, they'd probably be in the Europa League, because they do carve out a lot of chances, but they just can't finish their dinner, man. So we're going to have to be on top of our game tomorrow. We're going to have to track runners properly, something that Ben White hasn't been able to do properly since he's been here. We're going to have to not be rash, not going to fly in on them. I'd imagine that Maupay normally hangs out on in a 4-4-2, and then Welbeck pulls back out to the left. So then Maupay drops in as a 1 without the ball. With the ball, it's 4-4-2. And I'd imagine that Maupay is going to probably switch to Ben White's side, because he ain't going to get much joy out of Gabriel physically. So I'd imagine that he'd probably pick on the weaker guy. Andy knows Ben White's game a lot better than most strikers in the league. So yeah, that'd be an interesting battle. But if he don't and he goes up against Gabriel, I see Gabriel just dealing with him quite comfortably. He's a good little player, Maupay, but he ain't nothing special, is he? Like, he'll bag 10, 15 goals max, but he ain't going to win you anything. Do you know what I'm saying? But he'll get you goals. But if he goes against Gabriel, that's a non-starter for him, mate. He's getting pocketed. Famous last words, Gunner. I'll be clipped now. Watch, Brighton fan will clip me when Maupay absolutely roasts him on tomorrow evening and scores a hat-trick or something. Sambi has to start to help us in midfield. I think Sambi should start as well, mate. I think he's been decent, man. He's been very decent in the games that he's played. They're a well-drilled team. They are a well-drilled team, mate. Big up from Antigua, Kareem. Hope you're good, man. 2-0 to the Arsenal. I see us winning coming. The Gunners. Lionel Maupay. You lot give me titles on here for days, man. Trust me. Somebody put the Maupay derby in the chat yesterday. I was like, right, that's my title. That's my title. That's the title of my fan cam as well. Yeah, we won the Nil Maupay derby, or we lost the Nil Maupay derby, or Lionel Maupay if he scores and then win the game. Big up to you, man. Yeah, come on, 380 people watching, man. Smash the likes up. Cucurella. Off for a meeting. Have a good day, man. Take care, Eric. See you soon, man. Proud Rat Army member here. Got serious Muppet Twitter withdrawals, mate. Don't worry, it will be coming. It will be coming. I'm just gonna ride the wave for a little bit more, and just like some of the stuff I've seen is hilarious, mate. Like, genuinely. The amount of flipping and flopping, you'd think that our fans are sponsored by Javianas. It's mad. It is actually insane. Arsenal Maupay. That's another good title. You lot are comedians. Do you think Arteta should start the game with 2 strikers? I think he should just start the game attack, if I'm honest. That's what I think he should be doing. Just attack. Lacazette's looking like he's on his way out, mate. So, I don't know. Do you play him? Do you not play him? I don't really know, mate. Like, I genuinely don't know. You know, he's not been great this season, Lacazette, when he has played. So, but then Aubameyang hasn't until the weekend. So, do you drop Aubameyang after scoring? Probably not. Do you drop Saka and Smith Rowe after scoring and performing the other day? Probably not. So, Pepe will be sat down. I'd reckon he'd go with the same front 3. Odegaard just behind. I reckon he'll probably go with Partey, and I reckon he'll go El Neni, if I'm honest. And the reason I say El Neni is just he's got more experience, and they're going to press, and they're going to be harrowing and chasing the game down. Although I do think Sambi Lokonga's light years clear of El Neni, but I do think he likes his tried and tested players at times. And El Neni is a player that's in the last year of his contract that he's decided to keep when we got offered to get rid of him to a Turkish side. So, and he ain't signed a new contract, and we ain't offered him one. And he played about 30 odd games last season. In fact, let me check how many games El Neni played last season. So don't be surprised if El Neni starts, because he does like El Neni. And El Neni's just a basic footballer, but he don't complicate stuff, which is probably why Arteta likes him, because he don't overdo it. Right, he gets the ball, he knows he's crap, he passes someone better. He'll give away free kicks, he'll give away fouls, but he'll win free kicks, he'll win fouls, and he'll score a screamer here and there. Last season, he took part in 41 games, Mohamed El Neni, scoring 3 goals, 2 in the Europa League, 1 in the Premier League. Who did he score against in the Premier League? He scored against Olympiacos and Dundalk. That's it. The Olympiacos was a banger, wasn't it? That was a screamer, man. Premier League, who did he score against? Newcastle, of course. But yeah, I would not be surprised if El Neni starts. Imagine playing him in 41 games last season. He didn't have a great deal of minutes, but 1,542 minutes in the league. How many did Pepe have? 1,542 in the league. Pepe stats in the league. Here we go. Pepe last season had, it's disgusting. It is disgusting. Wowee. So El Neni had 1,542 minutes in the Premier League. Wow. Pepe only had 1,611. Wow. That's actually mad. So he's literally had what? That's mad. He's literally had what? 69 minutes more than El Neni last season in the league. That's a disgrace. Arteta, you're a disgrace, and I hope you get relegated. But there we go. Madness. Absolutely madness. Let's carry on. Yes, it was a banger as well. Yeah, how could we forget? How could I forget it was against Newcastle? It's got the bang. He only scores bangers. Let's be real. He don't score a shit goal, El Neni, does he? More minutes than Lacazette. Should we have a look? Lacazette's stats. Let's go. Lacazette's stats for last season Premier League. That's actually insane that he's played that many minutes compared to Pepe. Right, here we go. Lacazette. Now, Lacazette played 1,929. 1929. The last time Arsenal were good. We were building for the future then. It was Project Youth back then, in the Herbert Chapman era, that was about to see us go on glory. Oh dear. Pepe in for Ødegaard. Arteta out, yes. Pepe in, Pepe out. Shake it all about. Pepe had one good spell towards the end of the season. That's because the pressure was off. Performs well when pressure's off. A bit like Arsenal then, Luca. Seeing as our fans, and it's funny because most of our fans that say that, and it's not a dig at you, by the way, most of our fans that say that, and he did score a lot of goals towards the end of the season, most of our fans that say that are the same ones that are putting out the pie charts, the spreadsheets, and the table since Christmas till the end of the season. So say, yes, we were second since Christmas. Pepe's the reason, because he scored loads of goals. I want Martinelli to start, says Mohammed. More chance of platinum piss, mate. Not going to happen. Now, another one that wants Martinelli to start. It's not going to happen, man. It's not going to happen. Lack of threat. Right, I'm going to do 3 more comments and I'm going. So make sure you stick the likes up. The pinned comment is the vlog channel, so make sure you go and subscribe to that. I'm going to check DAZN in a minute, see if the Eubank Junior fight is on DAZN tomorrow. If it is on DAZN España, I'll be doing a watch along. Yeah, I'll just have to hurry up with the fan cams at the end of the game and the player ratings, because I'll be jumping straight out of all of that and then straight onto another watch along. Boy, that's a long day. I don't know why I'm signing up to this. But we'll see. If it's not on DAZN, I ain't doing it. But go and subscribe to that channel. I am going out and about tomorrow. I've hired a car. I'm going to go out before the game and go and see some sights. And yeah, man. And then Sunday, I'm going to do the podcasts and go out again. Monday, got an appointment at midday, and then I'll be out and about as well. So yeah, all good, man. And there'll be plenty of content coming on there. I've enjoyed my 2 weeks of chilling, not doing anything, house arrest. It was almost like I was self-isolating. Pretty much self-isolating. Where was that other comment? It's such a shame we never knew the character Emmy Martinez. The guy is absolutely winding everybody up, bruv. Shithousery level 100. Imagine standing over Bruno Fernandes and saying, when you know his penalty record is flawless, standing over him going, no, I don't want you, bruv. Ronnie, Ronaldo, I want you. You, bruv. You. Not him. I don't want him. I want you. And then walking back and going to the fans, him? Nah, mate. And then all of that when he's missed it. What an absolute wind-up merchant, man. Proper goalkeeper. Big up the Facebook gang. Come on, Drew. Big up the rats on Facebook. Big up the Rat Army. Rat Army assemble on the likes. Nibble away at the likes. Nibble away. And I'll be back again with a full match day program tomorrow, starting an hour before kickoff. We're doing the build-up show. That will then continue straight in. Same stream for the watch along. Same stream at the end. Stick around at the end of the game. Some of you can come on and have your say with the phone in, the video call in. And then there'll be fan cams dropping ping, ping, ping. And then obviously player ratings with Jez and Kenny Ken as well. So looking forward to that. Like I said, if the fight is on DAZN tomorrow, 100% I'll be doing it. Next weekend, regardless, I'm doing the Tyson Fury Wilder fight. I don't care if I have to stay up all night. I could be sitting here like this at 5 a.m. waiting for it to come on. I'm sure the chat and these stupidly bright lights that are set up, they are proper bright. And they're not even up full whack as well. Maybe I need to put the shades on. But yeah, I'm sure the lights will keep me awake. Thank you, Victor, man. Big up Lee Gunner, Rat Army CEO, my friend Lee Gunner, a better manager than Pandemic Pep. Yes, I am a better manager. I managed to get myself out of bed every day. I managed to stream every day, regardless. Thank you, man. Always love from you, man. Always show me nice vibes on here, man, since day one. Thank you very much, man. Smack the likes up. Certi, come on. Everyone's certified in this chat, mate. We're all real ones in here. So, yeah, man, come on. Keep peppering them. Usman versus Covington. Bruv, that's probably on at about 6 a.m. that is on at about 6 a.m. I don't know anything about MMA either. I can't lie. So I'd just be sitting there winging it. Maybe that would make it more entertaining. The fact that I know nothing about MMA. All I know is that, like, who a couple of the top fighters are. That's it. Like, that is literally it. So yeah, maybe I should. Maybe it'd just be funny, man. A bit like when I was streaming FIFA career mode, because I didn't have a clue how to play career mode. I'd never played it. So yeah, maybe I should do it for the banter. Big up to Z. Big up, my guy. Much love from Sri Lanka, Lee Guna. Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias, senor. Adios, amigos. We're out of here, people. Laters. I'll tear her out. I should have said that in Spanish.